Sir, I am going to be rich. Yeah, check this out. See, I have started investing with SIPs. The CAGR is too good.
Okay.
I also have 5 mutual funds, all diversified. All diversified. And also, I just recently bought a life insurance that is also going to give me good returns. See, the problem is, I have another big problem.
What's the problem?
The markets are at all-time high now. What do you think I should do?
I think
Yes.
you should.
Yeah.
Great. This is a horrible plan. Who told you to look at CAGR when you're doing SIP? No. Why did you buy this when you're supposed to buy that? An endowment plan for insurance,
That's what it...
and all your mutual funds look completely wrong.
Sir, what do you mean? Aaphi ne kaha tha diversify SIPs. So what's the problem?
Actually, you're right. The fault is mine. And you're probably thinking Abhishek has done a good job. The problem is this: most people who begin, this is a great first step. But I think you've oversimplified it a little bit. And most people who start investing make these exact same mistakes I've seen a million times. So in this episode, let's fix this and talk about the biggest mistakes people make when they start investing for you and for you. Are you ready?
Okay.
Let's begin. So let's start with your mutual fund investment.
Yes.
क्या है अभिषेक?
क्या है?
You have 5 mutual funds. How did you select these mutual funds?
Simple. I went to Google and I searched top 5 mutual funds to start investing in.
You searched for top 5 mutual funds.
Correct.
On Google.
Yes.
And you got the best returns funds.
Yes.
The top returns.
Yes.
And you invested in the top 5.
That's what you said. Now diversify. I didn't invest in just one. I invested in all 5.
Abhishek, okay, let me explain.
Yeah.
Here's what you did. What does diversification mean?
Invest in many mutual funds.
Because
If one fails, so you get returns from another one.
good job. कभी कुछ तो सीखा. Okay, so basically imagine that these poker chips are different stocks because it's easier to explain. So you have these different stocks over here. Now let's suppose one of these stocks is, say, I won't take an Indian company's name because it will be unfair. Let's say one of these stocks is Enron. Enron is this American company which went to zero, and this becomes red. Okay, goes to zero.
Okay.
Would you have lost all of your wealth because of this?
No.
No, right? Because you have,
Multiple stocks.
and you have
Diversified.
diversified. Perfect. Now, when you're investing in mutual funds, which is completely fine, you want to make sure this is happening. But what if I told you you invested in all these value funds and all of them are investing in the same companies, which means you may have 5 mutual funds, but actually they're investing in the same set of companies, and you're not actually diversified, you're actually concentrated because they're the same kind of mutual fund. It could look like this also.
This is not diversification.
No, because they're all the same kind. So one way to do it is to do large cap, mid cap, small cap. So there's some diversification there. Another zoomed out way is you diversify between asset classes. In the end, all of this is equity, right?
Right.
So you could probably add, say, like gold somewhere. You could probably add, say, what else?
Insurance? FD.
Debt. I'll come to that. You said insurance? What?
I said debt.
If you know what he messed up, comments में बताओ. And you could add, say, another asset class over here. बताओ ना कुछ और.
Real estate.
Real estate. And this is completely fine. But don't do it just within equity. So what you've done is diversification. Actually, is not diversification. So you got it. So top 5 mutual funds, no. And you know why you shouldn't pick a mutual fund based on returns? We made a video on it. Check it out. तुम थे उस वीडियो में? अच्छा नहीं थे.
Okay, sir, tell me one thing. What do you mean by diversification then?
I'll tell you in a simple way, okay? If someone doesn't want to put any effort in figuring this out, a simple way is to just buy an index, like a Nifty 50 index or any kind of index. That index will cover all of these problems, and you just think really long term, 10, 15 years, and you'll do fine.
But if I want to put effort, then
The other side is where you put a lot of effort, right? So that effort requires you to research industries, research companies, and make concentrated bets. Matlab 15 to 20 companies ka portfolio. This is not easy to do because you have to understand the markets. And if you want to begin your journey, Varsity is a fantastic place to begin. Go to Varsity, hit the live button where you can take live classes absolutely free and learn in 4K HD. You love it, and it's interactive too. check it out. You should also attend.
I'll do.
But once you create such a portfolio, that's where you can create outsized returns.
Out what?
Really high returns over a long period of time, like Warren Buffett. Or actually, Bill Gates is a better example.
Oh, Microsoft.
Bill Gates made all of his money from
Stocks.
which stock?
Microsoft?
Correct.
Oh.
And another company, Berkshire Hathaway.
वो तो अच्छा हो गया.
Omaha uncle ka hai.
हाँ ठीक है.
So he invested in these stocks and these stocks did really well. Of course, he was also the founder of Microsoft, but think what a concentrated bet that was.
On just one stock.
And I think yesterday, dude, that guy in the office, he came to me and he said, I've been watching this series, I love it. And I have bought 50 stocks. 50 stocks? That's the other side of the spectrum. He's over-diversified. So please don't over-diversify because you'll get mediocre returns, and 50 stocks, I don't know if that makes sense, especially if you're picking them, it probably won't do well. So if you're new to markets, index is simple. If you want to spend many years understanding markets, creating a 15-20 stock portfolio is probably better.
What if someone who has 35 stocks?
35 sounds like a bit much. So I think you should fix that. How do you know how well you're doing?
CAGR.
So you look at CAGR to check whether the stocks are doing well.
Correct. That's what you taught me, no?
No, dude. This is the second problem. Don't look at CAGR. It might not be right for you. You have to look at IRR or XIRR.
What?
Let me explain. Here, we have year one, jahan pe you make 10% in the market. Good year?
It's rich.
Very nice. Next year, you make another 10%. Let's make this equal. Let's assume it's equal. 10% again. How are you doing as an investor?
Smart and rich.
Nice. Let's say the next year it's minus 5% and the year after that again is minus 5%.
That leaves me with 10%. Still rich.
What do you think is your overall return? Fast.
7%.
Okay, mota moti 7%.
Eight.
Actually, it will be in the lower single digits. And the reason is that time has gone by. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. These 2 years didn't earn anything and this did. So the average return is much, much lower than what you think.
Balance. Okay.
It is how much money you earn through time, and it's an average. That's why it's compounded annual growth rate, the CAGR. But isme pata hai kya tha? You had put in an initial sum at the start of the year and you didn't do anything. You just held on. CAGR works well for this.
Okay.
But is this how you really invest?
No, I have SIPs.
You have systematic investment plan and you're investing every
Month.
That means you're not investing once a year. You're investing 12 times a year.
Correct.
And another 12 times a year.
Correct.
And another 12 times and another 12 times. Isn't that a little confusing? Think about it. In the first year, you will put money 12 times and the value of Nifty is going up and down also. So there is inflow, there is outflow. Your returns will not be CAGR, correct?
Sorry, sir, what will it be? You tell me.
So a fancy way of actually calculating that is IRR, internal rate of return. If you want to know how well your SIP is returning, not the market, then you have to use the IRR metric, not the CAGR. It's also called the XIRR. When you do it on Excel, the formula is XIRR. If your SIP is 10,000 rupees a month every month versus you invest 1.2 lakhs in one shot, which is 10,000 times 12, the returns will be very different because you're spread out the money, right?
So that depends on the market movements as well.
And you are putting money, taking money out, so that changes your return profile. So the metric is IRR, not CAGR. So, how much return will you get? XIRR.
जो भी मिल जाए मतलब I am fine with everything. See, if there is anything left ना, तो I think my life insurance will give me that return, give me returns. तो I think वो
Your life insurance will give you returns.
Exactly.
On what?
On they'll also invest my money in the markets ना.
You've taken one of those plans.
Yes.
One of those ones.
Yes.
जहाँ पे life cover भी है.
See, something happens to me, my parents will get बहुत सारा amount.
Right. And
If not, so I'll get returns with the money that these guys are investing.
Perfect.
You want to buy that insurance?
No, please, no, my God.
Hurry.
So, very simply, a life insurance is supposed to take care of your family, and an investment product is supposed to give you returns.
Right.
Don't club them. You know why? all life insurance plans which club investments give suboptimal returns and don't give you a great cover also. No, just trust me on this one. So basically, the returns are from stock markets, from FDs, from different instruments.
Okay.
And insurance is for your loved ones in case something happens to you.
So they don't give me returns.
They are not supposed to. They're supposed to give you peace of mind. These are different things. Got it?
Okay.
Okay, so separate it. I also wanted to show you something over here. I saw this ad recently. Cool, check this out. Read it.
Small cap returns.
Nice. Small cap returns. Returns कैसे होंगे? Will it be nice?
Yes, but with high risk.
And it's investing in what?
Small caps.
And hopefully it grows.
Hopefully.
The interesting thing is, this ad is actually not about a mutual fund at all. It's actually an insurance plan disguised as a mutual fund product. This poster seems a little misleading because an insurance is a completely different thing and a mutual fund is a completely different thing. How did they bring them together? There is a product for this, but it's actually a suboptimal product. This is a classic case of mis-selling where they try to bring in returns with an insurance.
I have a question. Is that a problem? What happens if you mix insurance with your investments?
It's a good point. So, once they're mixed, you don't know whether the premium is going to the insurance or is being invested. Second, the commission on these is so large that actually what is being reduced is not good for your investments compounding. So the costs are very high and you can't see them. It's not very transparent. If you look at any benchmark returns like Nifty, etc., versus say a ULIP, it will always be much lower, without question. And there's another thing, in a ULIP, you can't stop the premium you're paying. You know why?
Why?
If you stop it, then life insurance,
No insurance.
gone. That's what insurance is, right? If you don't pay the premium, it's not valid. But in a mutual fund, it's not a payment, it's an investment. You can stop it when you feel like.
Oh, and I'll get my money, yes.
I mean, you shouldn't, but you can. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just separate the two. They're two different products, different purposes.
Okay, sir, I got it. I'll just do one thing. Wait. I'll just separate the my investments and the mutual fund.
So
Investment
I
and the
think
insurance.
here's the thing, right? I think the entire industry is giving us so many options to make our life easier, but it's actually confused the heck out of us. Which is why this channel exists, to demystify money in a fun-filled way. I wish we could all meet each other.
I should tell this to my friends, no?
They're all in Bangalore, no?
Yes.
Maybe you should visit the Bangalore Fest called the 01 Fest. So you should come to the 01 Fest, which is happening in Bangalore on the 28th of April. We have an amazing lineup and the passes are free. All you need to do is prove that you are a fan. Head on to the website, click on Earn Your Pass, do a 01 mission and prove you are worthy of being there. We have the entire world over there, from finance professionals, investors. Nikhil, Nitin Kamath are going to be there. I'm going to be there. We have comedians, we have songs. Lucky Ali is playing too. So what are you waiting for? Did you do the mission?
Yes.
You'll also
Yes,
be there.
but yeah.
You'll also be there?
Yes. But
No, cut this. Cut this.
सर एक सेकंड स्टार्टिंग वाला